thought I'd show you one of the little naughties that lives in my house. Come here. That's Kibby. She's a little tiny little thing and sassy and noisy. She likes to bark at the neighbor's Saint Bernard, who could just have her as a little snack. She thinks she's tough. Kibby, say hello. Hello. We're going to be working in this part of the yard today, taking care of some of the azaleas and rhododendrons that have died. Say bye. Time for you to go inside, because you're noisy. Well, it's October, and I think it is still too hot to wear my hair down. Anyhow, I purchased these Encore azaleas, and I think for the most part they're doing pretty good, but one of them died. All the rhododendrons died, and just like the azaleas that I removed in the last video, these have the spotting on the front of the leaf, and then that is the back of the leaf. It's not focusing very well. And so I got this book here, Good Bug, Bad Bug. Sounds like a kid's story, like we should all hold hands and sit in a circle for story time. But I think it might be one of two things. As far as I can tell, the damage that resembles what's on this leaf is possibly a lace bug, which is a bad bug, and not like a lace wing, which is a good bug, or spider mite, which you can't see. The damage on both of these photos within this book look just like this, and that's probably one of my hardest issues with gardening, is figuring out what the problem is. Also, let's see if I can get back over here. Sorry. This arborvitae is really looking terrible. It has all through it these dark spots where stuff seems to be dying. I planted two different types, and the two with the most problems are of the same variety. The North Pole, which is this shorter one over here, that one's doing okay, and all of the other ones of that type are doing fine. But these gold, whatever they were, I'll have to find the tag, they are definitely not doing well. And then show something else. So this time last year I planted some paper whites, and those doggone things are already growing. I planted them when the paper said to for my zone, and I thought, okay, well, after my internet research, I thought, all right, this is normal, and they'll just come up again after it has a cold season. That obviously isn't true, because they're sprouting all over the place. So apparently they want a year to go by versus cold. I don't know. It's very strange. So note to self, if I buy bulbs, which I intend on buying more in the future, I am going to have to maybe put them in the refrigerator and then plant them in, I don't know, February or so that they are popping up at the right time. So while I am working around all these dead azaleas and rhododendrons and putting new ones in, I will need to be careful not to squash these pretty little paper whites. This is a Japanese snowball viburnum, and when I planted it, it was a tiny little stick with some really sorry looking roots, and I didn't know if it was really going to do anything, but it has. It's done quite well. But now there's a problem. I have little white things. I can't tell if they are aphids or if they are white fly. I don't know. But when they get brushed on, when the plant gets moved, everything kind of flies out from it, and it is turning my leaves brown. I think that it's supposed to be more of an evergreen type in my zone. At least the one that I have way over there in the very far corner, it stayed green all year long, and that was transplanted from the backyard. So I guess I will be purchasing pest control along with some plants today. Back from the nursery, and I got 4 endless summer azaleas, and then some fertilizer and stuff in the can. So I have 4 to remove and 4 to replace, and hopefully this goes a whole lot easier than it did when we first put them in, because all the roots from all the trees that were cut down are now out of the way. So fingers crossed that this goes nice and easy. Finally got everything planted. Back here there was a shrub that I missed counting. I'm gonna leave it dead where it's at, that way I know that I already had a hole kind of dug in that area, and maybe try some foxglove here this spring. And then also I got this here. To try to, it says it takes care of insects and diseases, so I definitely have something. And then this guy down here, I know he's a grub, kind of gross looking, and I had those all over the place when I dug up for planting this spring. I don't know if I need to get stuff I saw in the store for grubs or not, and whether it goes into a planting bed or not. I know I saw that it said okay for lawns, so I don't know. Maybe I will. I didn't get as far as I wanted to today. There's still all that dead stuff down there that needs to come up, and all the dead vines that need to come off the fence. And then I'm gonna try to get some of those seeds out of some of those pods hanging there for the moonflower and the morning glories for maybe next spring. I think that is it for today. Everybody take care. Here's a sleepy little guy on my camellia. I guess he's taking a nap. These are awesome. I planted them last fall or early spring, and I only planted 2 of whatever type this is, but it is blooming and very happy, and that makes me happy.